boxing fans? Chris Robinson here at the Mayweather Boxing Club with Otis Pimpleton. He's one of the familiar faces in the gym, one of the trainers here. Otis, I know you have a history with Roger. Can you just tell me where you were from, where your upbringing was, and how you first got into boxing?
Well, I'm from Grand Rapids, Michigan, and Roger's trained me since I was 7 years old.
Yeah.
My cousin took me to the gym. Roger had me box to know if that's what I wanted to do, you know, and guy knocked me down my first day, and he started training me. He said that he liked what he saw, and I fought the guy in my first fight and knocked him out.
What was it like working with Roger back then? Like, what do you remember most about Roger Mayweather back then?
Dedication.
Really?
Dedicated. Roger's dedicated to what he do, and he expects you to be dedicated and to know what you got to do, even if he's not in the gym when you get there. He expects you to be started out doing what you're supposed to do.
And was he still fighting himself back then, or
yeah,
was
he was still fighting? He was amateur.
So really? Okay. And what was it about him that just like his personality? Anything else rub off about him onto you?
Roger's a historian.
Yeah.
He loves history, and he's smarter than what people think he is outside of the ring.
Okay.
You know, he has his own attributes that he capitalizes in. Things that his strengths are not what everybody else would think.
Really?
You know, on Sundays he would take us, put us in the basement. We'd be in this basement watching real tapes of Jack Johnson, Joe Louis, all the good old fighters, Ray Robinson, Ezra Charles. And when he'd take you running and make you run miles.
Really?
I mean, we never really mapped out a run. We just run.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you follow his professional career closely too, like all his ups and downs?
Roger Law's our cry.
Really?
Yeah. That's my idol.
Yeah.
Roger's always been my idol because when he became world champion, he came back home and he promised us before he left that if we kept boxing, he would get us out of there.
Really?
You know, he said there's nothing here. He saw a better part of life, and as long as we kept boxing, when he became world champion, he promised to get us away from Grand Rapids.
Okay. And as far as your professional career, I mean, how was that for you? Like, how was that experience for you?
My experience, I couldn't really fight like I was supposed to because I got arrested at 17 years old.
Okay.
And I had to do a little bit of jail time, but it was nothing.
Yeah.
And I ended up not going to court for the case until I was 22 years old. So I had to maintain a full-time job to show that I'm able to stay out of trouble. And by the time I got my case sentenced in, they gave me 8 years probation, which I didn't get out probation until I was turning 32 years old.
And by then
by then things had come and gone.
Do you feel kind of disappointed that you weren't able to really go after it the way you wanted?
I feel disappointed only because of the sense of who I had behind me.
Yeah.
I don't feel disappointed in the fact that I wouldn't have a nice family or nothing else probably. I mean, but at the same time, it gives you a taste of life to be able to take kids and show them wrongs and rights from what they're doing.
And how did it come to where you came back to Las Vegas? Was it just reconnecting with Roger, or why did you make the move to Las Vegas?
Roger had me a contract offer out here already prior to coming. I had lost my scholarships to go to college, play basketball, and I was going to college for engineering and play basketball. Upon being arrested, I lost that, and I was eating Thanksgiving dinner in 1985, and he called me and said that he had people that wanted to manage me and give me a lot of money. Okay. And that's just what they did. But when I came here, I flew to California, and the guys that I was sparring with in California weren't really, turning out to be what they thought. So I was supposed to come here anyway. So I ended up, Roger had me come here.
And what is it like for you now as a trainer, like kind of trying to bring the best out of the youth that you work with? Like, what do you try to show them?
First thing I try and let a person know is education is number one. Because they think all fighters are stupid, and they think that fighters have no background, no book smarts, and we try to go ahead and take it to the next level. Get you in contention, put you where you should be, and capitalize on another person's weaknesses, but at the same time, get your skills to the point to where we don't have to constantly repeat them.
Got you. Well, thanks a lot, Otis. We appreciate it. We'll be looking out for you.